There's a reason why repetition. What am I saying? Your mind is just simply feeding back to you what it is that you're feeding it. What are you keeping mindful of? What are you thinking about on a regular downtime, anytime? What are you sewing into your mind? Repetition will always be the thing that will help you win. It literally reprograms your mind. Neville stated how the mind is much more of a fertile field than people actually realize. Can make and break the circumstances that surround you. The seeds that you plant into your mind, think of your mind as a field where you can plant seeds of endless different type of things that you want. You want tomatoes, you want cucumbers, you want onions. With your mind being a growing field, it grows at the rate that it's supposed to grow. In addition to whatever it is that you're helping put into that seed and take care of it for it to flourish in a way that you want it to flourish. But does not compare one seed to another. It simply just receives the seed that you planted within it. And in time, when it's that season for it to sprout and for it to come about, it's going to return that harvest to you according to how you planted it. The power of repetition changes the thought pattern in your mind and what you have been feeding it on a daily basis. And you have to also believe in itself, not just by what you see. The mind will begin to rearrange itself to accommodate what it is that you're feeding it. Grow into that other favorable state or unfavorable state. Your repetition is the water that nourishes the assumption. You can't sow a seed once and expect the full garden just to come out. You want to bring in $1,000. You have to sow into your mind and keep that repetition. I have $1,000. I'm grateful for $1,000. I'm worthy of $1,000. I make $1,000 every day. That repetition of that same thing is going to start to make changes in the pattern of your mind. You're going to start sowing that seed as long as you keep watering it with that positivity or with that mindset and that positive thinking and not going against it. Repetition with feeling is exactly what's going to help also get it to where it needs to be. So on top of you repeating it, with the feeling of it as well, the visualization, the act as if you already have it, the feeling of it already being here, you already having it now, acting as if it's already done. How are you moving in accordance to what it is that you're trying to do? You already have it. It's already here. How would you act if you already had it? What would you be doing? What would you be doing on a daily basis? What would you be thinking on a daily basis? Would you be, oh, it's not here yet. It's not here yet. It's not here yet. I planted the seed one time. Oh my God, and it's not here. Make it feel real. Feel it as if it's already happening. Feel it as if it's here now. That's going to put you into that vibration of being in alignment with what it is that you are trying to plant and grow. Brick by brick, log by log, eventually will become self-sustaining. Keep repeating it in your mind. Whatever you want, keep repeating it in your mind. Keep repeating it in your mind until you see it. With that feeling of repetition, with that feeling of you already having it, with you already know what's on your way to you. It's already here. There's nothing for you to wait for. The 3D is catching up to you. You're not catching up to it. You planted that seed. It has to catch up to you. While you're also in the process of this repetition and sowing your seed that you planted, what are you telling yourself in the process? If you're trying to manifest $1,000 and the next day you get a bill, you shouldn't be like, oh, well, I don't know how I'm going to get this paid. I don't have the money for this. Like, I don't know where it's going to come from. I don't know what I'm going to do. You can't know. You're going against it when you do that. Keep those positive thoughts about that $1,000 and don't joke with it. Don't tell yourself, oh, you don't know how it's going to come. You never had money. It's never going to get paid. It's going to be another late bill. Do not tell yourself anything in your mind that is in any shape, way, or form going against what it is that you are growing. The soil of your conscience is utterly impartial. You cannot tell the difference between a weed and a rose, a lie and a truth, or a fear and a fake. Your mind doesn't know the difference between when you're serious and when you're making a joke. When you go against your thoughts and tell yourself the opposite of what it is that you are trying to bring in, your mind does not know the difference between that. Your mind doesn't know if you're playing. Your mind doesn't know if it's, oh, she don't really mean that, you know. Your mind does not know that. Your mind is taking in what it is that you are feeding it. If you're feeding your mind, you already got the $1,000, guess what? You're making that way for it to start making its way to you. If you tell yourself you never have the money to pay it, your bills are always late, it's not going to be on time, your brain is simply just taking in everything that you're feeding it. If you go against that, your brain is not, you have now wavered and allowed yourself to collect the same old thought again, that you never have it, that it's never going to get paid, that it's always late. You don't know where it's going to come from. Your subconscious does not know humor, and it does not understand sarcasm. Whatever you tell yourself going against what you already told yourself positively in any type of situation is automatically just going against the grain. You're just going against yourself. Repetition gives roots to whatever it is that you are planning in your mind. The more you continue with it, the more you get yourself familiar with it, the more you get your mind familiar with it, it's going to come like it's nothing. It's going to be normal for you to just be in that state and plant those seeds. Those roots are going to sprout and help your situation, or help whatever it is that you want to bring in come into fruition in whatever way you've been thinking about it. If you are not getting very favorable outcomes, what you been doing, what you been thinking. And sometimes it could be, some people say they have experiences where they are doing the right things and the 3D is just giving them the total opposite. And that's where you stay stuck in that repetition. That's where you put your foot down on that repetition. That's where you keep going and keep sowing that seed and sowing it and sowing it and giving life to it every chance that you can. And you don't even actually have to do it every chance that you can. Just at least every time you think about it. Because you have to live your life. You have to go on and do the things that you're supposed to still do. You still have to work. You still have things you have to take care of. You still have things that goes on in your life. Life goes on. It's not just going to stop because you want to manifest something. How are you navigating through it? How are you holding yourself up through it? Are you keeping a positive attitude throughout the day? That's not to say every day is just going to be bright and dandy. But every time you come back to the thought of what it is that you're trying to bring in, pay attention to how you're thinking about it. Pay attention to if you're wavering or not. Pay attention to if you're feeding it and sowing and sowing into your mind the outcome that you want it to be. So even if it's not favorable right now, it will be. Wise men and women and people who know how to bring exactly what they want to them, they guard not only their speech to others, but their speech to themselves. How they talk to themselves, how they think about things. And you are wise in these sort of areas where you know how to bring in exactly what you want. You're going to watch how you talk to yourself. You're going to care for how you speak to yourself. You're going to care and take note of how it is that you're treating your mind and treating yourself on a daily basis. Do you give yourself any self-love, any self-care at all? Are you taking care of the things you need to take care of for yourself? How are you showing up in situations? What are you putting out into the world? How are you speaking to yourself? What are you telling your subconscious mind about yourself? Repetition is strictly just the discipline of faith. With the faith of a mustard seed, because that's all you need. Even with that little bit of faith, you already know how to bring it in. You already know how to attract things and be on that vibration of what it is that you want. You already know you're not going to get it if you keep wavering back and forth and telling yourself one thing, and the next thing you know, you're turning on yourself. Learn how to control your emotions. That's been a big lesson for me, okay? Even still currently. Repetition being a discipline of your faith is just a demonstration of your trust in the unseen. Sometimes things will get a little bit harder before they get better, and that's okay as long as you keep yourself on that positive note. No matter what you see, I know it's hard. Like it's easier said than done. I know this. You're not always going to get signs that it's happening. Some people do. Some people don't see nothing at all. Some people don't even have a lick of any type of confirmation that anything is going their way. And guess what? It still work out for them, period. Because they held that faith of a mustard seed. The situation and circumstance is going to rearrange itself to how you want it to be and how you want it to see through. Just by what you implant in yourself. Just by what you implant in your mind, what you repeat. Now that I think about it, when I used to go to church, there's always this quote they had hanging up like on the wall. It said, faith is the evidence of things not seen. It doesn't matter if you get a sign or not. It doesn't matter if you don't see a lick of anything coming your way or what you want to get. As long as you hold that faith and you know within yourself it's happening, you know within yourself, I have the power to change my situation just by repetition. You know within yourself, I am the God of my reality. I am the God within me that can bring this to fruition. It's going to get a lot easier to hold that faith. If you have 2 cups, right, of liquid, let's say one is a cup of water. Let's say the other one is some dye, any color dye. That cup of water is what you want to see grow into something, $1,000 money. That cup of the other substance, that's your negative thoughts. That's you going against yourself. That's you wavering. That's you telling yourself you don't have it after you already then made the decision and planted that yes you do. You pour that into that cup of that clear water, what is it going to do? It's now going to become all the negative things that you allowed to go into your mind. It will not completely take it away and mess it up, because you can always snap back that power, but it's going to pause it. It's going to delay it. I understand it took me a very long time to get tired of my own shit for this shit to start settling in. I understand. I know there was no choice for that new cup to come and appear exactly how it was supposed to appear. That's how the process works. You kept feeding in the dark stuff until all the good was gone. It is now taking a reality that you did want to bring in for yourself, and it's now tainted with the old reality, because the old reality has set in and allowed you to take yourself off your path, because that's the dominant state that you were holding. The state that you had started that path for you, and then it just got washed away. Although you can bring it back, imagine in the middle of the woods. It's nothing but land. It's nothing but woods. It's nothing but dirt, sticks, rocks, all of that. Plants, whatever. Whoever creates a path, they don't just say, this is the plan for us to get the new path, the new walkway that we're going to create. Boom, it's done. You have to put in the work. As you keep working towards that, it's going to start being constructed. It's going to start coming together in different forms and pieces until it is indeed that exact walkway. It's not just going to appear just by you setting that plan down for that one day. The more you dwell in a certain state, the more natural it's going to become. So which one do you want to dwell in? Dwelling in a negative state, it's done its run for me. And I'm quite frankly tired. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired. I no longer want to dwell in the bad state. It has done nothing for me but literally push me further into depression and anxiety. Push me further into the things that I don't want. Push me further into circumstances that is not benefiting me. And I'm getting tired of this shit.